the rest of the news from the local market now, and earlier I spoke to Martin Lakos from Macquarie Private Wealth. Well, Martin Lakos, the rally continues, but a little more subdued today.
Yeah, look, we did a lot of the work yesterday. It looks like, Tiki, European markets overnight were up between 1.5% and 2%, and the Dow Jones followed. So we had a pretty good lead. We're up 50 points at one stage, but really couldn't hold that. A bit of short covering the early part of trade, and then we settled down to see the market trade between up 25 to up 35, closing at up 25. What was interesting, apart from seeing the materials and the energy sector continue to perform quite well, the consumer's discretionary sector was actually very strong, outperformed the market. We had Flight Centre up 3%. JB Hi-Fi up 2%, along with Myer up 2%, and David Jones up 1%. It may well be that investors are starting to think about that the interest rate cycle may have peaked. Now, we're not calling that yet, but it may well be the market starts talking about that.
Now, Foster's one day out from that bid by SAB Miller, but the share's still frothing along.
You know, the share's up 6 cents today to $5.20. We're talking a little bit, or we're looking at the valuation there. SAB Miller threw in a bid at $4.90. That's been rejected. The average over the last 10 years in the industry has been on a multiple of about 11.8 times enterprise value to earnings. What that basically means is that it would value Foster's around this $4.90 level. If you were to use the last bid in the sector, which was Kirin cleaning up the line, Nathan's shareholding, that was on 13.5 times. That would imply a share price of about $5.35 to Foster's. And if you're going to go right outside to the top end of the range of 15 times that multiple, it would value Foster's at $6.50. Now, I'm not saying that's what it's going to go off at, but it does appear that being rejected by the board of Foster's, possibly there's some further upside. It does appear that SAB Miller believes that they can really enhance the Foster's brands across its global spectrum.
Yeah, it sounds like the board's doing its job at the moment. Now, CSL, the blood plasma company, has had a big rap over the knuckles from the US Food and Drugs Administration.
Yeah, look, they received a letter basically saying a number of significant objectionable conditions have been found in their flu vaccine facility in Parkville in Victoria. Now, CSL's been manufacturing this vaccine for over 40 years. Merck distributes exclusively that vaccine in the US. There's about $124 million worth of total sales globally. Of that, $50 million is in the US. So they're well experienced in this vaccine. What is interesting